My question is to anybody, and that's basically if you have a retail brand, then brand awareness probably for a potential employee becomes a little easier. Could you give us some ideas on how we could create an employee brand, potential employee brand, in a B2C company where you're not spending anything on branding at all? Only banks know us, for example. Nobody else does.
No, you're saying, it's easy when you have a retail brand like Coke or City or Horlicks, but when you don't have that sort of a retail brand, B2C, how do you build your employer's brand?
I understand why obviously it's easier when you have a brand like a Coke or a City because you can go out and market it. But I do think that even if it's a B2C brand, and there are multiple examples, and one of the examples that comes to my head is Schlumberger. So, if you go to the IITs, most IITians want to go and join Schlum because the way they go out and hire their people, they explain their philosophy. And Schlum is not a company where everybody can work because it's a company of hardship. But the best and the brightest of IITians also go to Schlum. So I think it is about how you position the talent brand, especially during the talent acquisition time. And most of the B2C companies may be a little more specialist. So, unlike a retail bank or a retail company where you're doing a mass market strategy and you're pretty much open to, hiring youngsters and molding them in your way, depending on the specialism that you're going, there might be a certain focus which is required. My own experience has been, when I look at, say, the wholesale banking side, which if you go to Europe, actually we're not a big retail bank, but we yet do hiring and we're a much bigger wholesale banking bank. And actually the retail bank problems come back to bite us in Europe because then nobody wants to join the wholesale banking bank. It's the way we go out on campuses or the way we partner with the search firms to acquire the talent. I think sometimes your recruitment channels can become a great brand ambassador and educate your prospective talent about why they should join. So I'm probably only covering the talent acquisition piece for you. I'm assuming your question was more around that. But I think a combination of search firms, education, I think in today's world, if you look at social media and all of that, helps in terms of acquisition.
To take the case of Reliance, before Infocom and retail, Reliance, none of the products was known to any customer because it's all institutional selling. But you see the number of people joining, number of people staying, the kind of attraction. So that's one example. And coming back to creating a brand, in fact, in a non-retail sector, it's better because you are not influenced by your product quality or a product service in the market. So see, employer branding is a different ball game altogether. So you are not influenced by anything else. So in a way, it's easy and it's good for you.
I think same thing applies in pharma companies. Most of the pharma brands cannot be advertised, can be retail sold, but through prescription. So I think it reinforces the point. Yes, sometimes there could be an advantage, but it also depends how you position yourself to make it happen.